Some people are afraid of debriefing, some people feel it's just useless, but let's see what our participants think of it.
Can you tell me what debriefing is?
What?
Debriefing?
Debriefing.
Do you know what debriefing is?
I think so.
Tell me. What is debriefing?
No.
Go. What is debriefing? What do you think debriefing is?
You know, I asked this question and you said that the session is going to be tomorrow. So you can So I'm expecting tomorrow to know exactly what is debriefing.
What is debriefing?
What is debriefing? Debriefing is...
I want you to tell me what is debriefing.
Great.
Yeah. What is debriefing?
That's a hard question.
It is.
Debriefing is reflecting on activities that we have done before. It happens shortly after the activity, and it could take as much as twice of the time of the activity, because debriefing is actually where a learning process occurs.
Yes, it's a moment that I believe that you have a time to think about what happened, and also to discuss your impressions, also your conclusions out of that. And it's a moment.
It's about making sure people understand what's happening and getting to the objectives of the activity, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Session has finished. It's sometimes good to explain the session to really work out what people got out of it. To really allow them to develop their ideas, to develop a deeper understanding of what they've just experienced.
Good.
Depending on the situation, I guess it's dealing with issues that occurred during a training or during any kind of slightly traumatic situation, which an exercise can be.
Debriefing is explaining what just happened.
Like trying to make a conclusion out of the session that was just made, and the best way is to know from the participant themselves the outcome or what they concluded or understood, and maybe the facilitators say the things that they didn't get yet.
It's gathering the thoughts after a session, making sure that people are up to speed on what they think, and ability to share the ideas for. Yeah.
For me, debriefing is something you do after a session, like a reflection.
For me, debriefing is to see what you have done. First of all, how people experienced it, and then afterwards you do a reflection on what was going on, and you will say what the learning purpose was. Just in short, because we have lots of steps. We have normally like 6 steps or something.
Very good.
Debriefing is going through the session once again, over the session again, to to get the ideas together and to make it conclude, and to make entire participants come to the same understanding level of the session.
It's after an activity, like reflecting on what has happened. Yeah, trying to think about what's the outcome of this activity, what you've learned.
Having a discussion about what happened. For example, the past 30 minutes or 1 hour when you were doing an exercise, asking people for how they felt, what they observed, and people just share.
Debriefing is talking after something has happened and evaluating it, and checking on how people are about that, and summing things up, coming to conclusions.
what we have experienced and making some reasoning out of it.
Debriefing is what you do after a training session. It allows you to realign the group to what the purpose of the initial activity was.
Good.
Really to digest what you did and maybe to get something to you in the end, you know, leave something into you in the end of the session. I think debriefing is a very important element of any training, maybe one of the most important ones.
You see, it's not a ghost. We shouldn't be intimidated by it. Our participants already know what it is. So let's go deeper now.
Redo that.
What?
Can I redo that?
Why?
Yeah,
I'm filming.
I'm being put on the spot here. It's very stressful. But I think the briefing is the most essential part of the session.
It would have been better if you give me a few seconds to think of something. Yeah, it's
No time to think. Oh my god! He's the ghost of the